Hey, good morning. Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, September 3rd. I haven't seen you guys since, for a few days, since Monday. So happy September. All right. Beginning of September. Um, how's everyone doing? Is anyone out there? Cynical, good morning. Good. Grendel is okay. He's okay. Catalina Gearbox, good morning. How are you? Good morning. Grendel is okay. This last couple days, he's been kind of on the iffy side. In some ways, he is like much better, and in other ways, he's not. So, you know, um, he's an old cat. He's an old cat. September 1st was actually kind of like our, his unofficial birthday, since he was a stray, and we got him when we were living in New York City. And he's a Manhattan cat. He's a Manhattan-born cat, right? But we don't know his exact age. The guy who um, rescued him thought he was a year old. Our vet thinks otherwise. Over the years, he's like, no, I think he's like a few years older than that. So he's anywhere. And so on September 1st we had adopted him, right? So that was 16 years, right? That was 16 years. So he's 17 plus. He could be 20 years old. We just don't know. The doctor thought he was, I said, oh, he's this age. He goes, I think he's a few years older than that. And I was like, okay, whatever. There's no way to know. There's no way to know. So I always just say he's 17 plus, right? He's 17 plus. So, is he on his eighth life? Could very well be on his eighth life. Very much so. I think, to be honest, he's on his last life. He's on his last life. He's on number 9. So, you just got a kitty? Oh, that's awesome. In April we got 2 kittens, Yorgel and Tiamat. So a little bit. I think the kittens have, they're not quite kittens anymore, but have given him a little bit of more pep to his step. He's not alone. He's now he's the big cat. Kind of. I mean, he's old, so he's just kind of, he's creaky, but he's last couple days he's been getting a little worse. Cameron Darby, how are you? Was slightly concerned after the taste of blood. You turned to vehicular manslaughter full time. Just watch out for me on during Christmas time. Up on the sidewalk, you know. But it's okay. It's not manslaughter. It was an influencer, so it doesn't quite count, right? It doesn't quite count. But thank you for your concern for me. Grendel is now the legal age to drink. What harm could it do? No, well, legally, I mean, in Canada maybe, not here in DC, not here in the 48. All right, maybe up in Canada. Yeah. Yeah, so he's, last couple days he's been very we had some blood work done, and his blood work was like, this is failing, this is failing, this is failing, and this is failing. This came up a little bit better than last time, but that's pretty much failing too. It's like, okay, he's old. I get it. He's old. Jeez. You don't have to bash me over the head with it. I know he's old. So I'm in the process right now of de-affiliating. All right, I'm de-affiliating. You're like, what the f am I doing? Right? Several things. I'm not enjoying, not knowing now, knowing what I know versus when I started doing streaming. I started doing streaming for very different reasons than most people streaming. I was doing it originally as a archive to role playing sessions that I was having with my villain group in City of Heroes. That was it. That was the only reason. I thought at the time, I had never heard of Twitch, okay, up until like a week before I started streaming, right? And I thought it was like YouTube, all right? Someone in my group had said, well, why don't you do the record, because I was like, well, I could record and maybe upload to YouTube. They said, well, why don't you just do it on Twitch and you can just do it all live? I was like, oh, okay. And I thought it was like YouTube, right? That it was an archive. I came into Twitch completely blind on what it was, just what it was, right? And I quickly realized that, streaming role playing is like watching paint dry, right? So I decided to abandon it. And I just was like interested, and of course the pandemic hit, and I was like, well, I got nothing else better to do, right? So I started to do more full-time streaming, and because I had time on my hands, and you get affiliate status rather easily. I was kind of poking at it, so it took a little more time just because I didn't give a crap. And I was just kind of poking at, just like, oh, I'm streaming. Oh, I have to have certain metrics. Oh, okay, all right. Well, let's work on that. It was just something of a challenge, right? It was just something to do, to be in all honesty. But I enjoy it, and so I started pursuing it more and just I'm a tinkerer. I love to take something and explore and build upon and all that. And streaming was, especially during the pandemic, that was it for me. It was like, it's my thing to figure out, to make better, and just to, learn more about it. And so, I do green screen and I get this and, buying things because it's a hobby, right? I'm enjoying it, but I'm getting more invested in it. What I didn't quite understand was the whole affiliate contract. And as I've now gotten to the point where it's like, okay, I'm liking this. I enjoy this, right? I want to do better at this, and I want to do more with this, right? Because I feel it's something that potentially I could do something if I really put my mind to it and really put my focus to it. I don't like the constraints that Twitch puts on you as an affiliate. The exclusiveness. All right. Twitch is a horrible venue to be discovered. It sucks. It completely and utterly sucks. It has a decent front page that you can search by game, but in terms of just discoverability, if you start out like I did a year and a half ago, technically more like 2 years, but for my 6 first months, I logged on once a week because I was doing it as an archive kind of thing. That I said, you know what? So I've really only been doing this really seriously, or semi-seriously for a year and a half, right? And in that year and a half, I quickly discovered the constraints of what Twitch locks you into. But it's the place to go for live streaming. And it's like, okay, I get that, but it doesn't do anything else. You have to be in the moment, and you have to stumble upon someone like me. There's no way within Twitch itself to broaden out outside of I'm searching a game. I like City of Heroes. I like this. That if you don't stumble upon me, you don't know about me. And there's no VODs, and there's no long-term body of work stored on there. And so you have to go to places like YouTube to start doing this. And then it's a whole other process and all that. Ultimately, what I don't like is the lack now in the last few years, learning more about Twitch, the lack of innovation that they're doing, just basically seems like sitting on the fact that, well, we're Twitch, this is where you go to live stream. not addressing various problems, and also taking 50% of you know, what I do, right? Someone out there is dumb enough to give a subscription to me, right? I always say that you're dumb if you do that. But, I only get half of that. So I said, you know what? This is not worth it. And then on top of that, I get ads. You guys get ads. I don't get ads. You get ads. So I said, you know what? Screw this. And seeing the state of certain things and seeing trends, and I said, you know what? It's better for me in my stage of the game to diversify, to get more to get more discoverability by not being just completely on Twitch. So I started the process last night of de-affiliating, right? And today I'm multi-streaming. I probably shouldn't just because I haven't fully terminated the contract yet. But I'm broadcasting on YouTube as well. I don't know where my broadcast on YouTube is going. I mean, I pointed it to my page. This is another thing that I have to discover, the whole nuances of YouTube streaming. But screw it, I'm doing both, and I may be connecting to Facebook as well. Why not? More potential discoverability. No one said you have to be and absolutely no one says I have to be an affiliate. And being an affiliate does not really give me any benefits. Really doesn't. Sub gifting day starts now. I know. I don't care. I really couldn't care less. Catch me up on what I've missed. Not much. Me are dumb. Link to your YouTube page. Oh, okay. That's a very good point. Thank you, Catalina. What is my YouTube page? Yeah. I need to get this. My YouTube page is in my About section, right? So you can see at About, my description. This is my YouTube page. So what I decided to do instead, is de-affiliate, not be beholden to one platform that I honestly have some dubious concerns about the long-term future. Right, the long-term future. Well, I was thinking that might have had something to do with the anti-raids. No. I don't. For the hate raids, I don't think there's anything that Twitch can really do. Right? There's not a whole lot. There's a few things they can do. For membership, things like that. To help fight bots. Doing a two-tier authentication, so that it's harder to create an account and therefore bots can't be created. But there's the crux of it also is the more steps you get to the thing, all right, the more likely someone is not going to follow through with it. Right. There's lots of shows like say for when you are checking out, when you're purchasing something, and that's what like joining YouTube or joining Twitch or anything like that. It's a purchase in a way. You may not spend money directly on there, but it's a purchase of your investment. And to go through multiple steps before you could start has shown that a good percentage of people drop out. If it's not that's why Amazon and their one-click shopping is so popular, because it's so streamlined and you don't have to go through multiple stages. If you have to go through, I want to purchase. Now here's your sending screen, fill out all your sending information. Now here's this one. Okay, here's this step, and here's one to authenticate. A lot of people drop out of that. Hey, thank you, Catalina. Thank you for the super chat on YouTube. The more steps there are, the more chances you have of people dropping off, and they drop off. So Twitch is in that a little bit of a predicament. If they do more things to authenticate people, they do have more chances of people not signing up. I want to check out this Twitch. Let me make an account. Oh, I got to go through all this. That's a bunch of hassle. Screw that. And I'm going to go. Right. But they have to weigh the cost of that versus defeating bots and stuff like that. And, let's be honest. People who do create bots and all that, they're determined and they will figure out ways around there, So, I mean, the hate raid thing, there's not a lot of things on a technical standpoint that I think that Twitch can really do about it. There are a few things, but ultimately, these idiotic bot things are going to happen, and there's just different ways to deal with it, that I think is more emphasis on the streamer to deal with it. First, just not to give it attention. The more attention it's given, the more the bot, the whoever's targeting the bots will go for it. It's kind of an attention thing. Which is very personal to me for obvious reasons. It doesn't seem like it. No, there's always been a bot. But yeah, there's always been a bot problem. It's the latest iteration of the issue with bots. I mean, there are some things, but from a technical standpoint, there's not a lot that I don't think Twitch can really do about it. I mean, YouTube has the same problem. They all have the problem, right? So, Triform, peace bearing. Okay. God forbid you interfere with their profits. I mean, it's any business's issue, to gain, whether it's profits or in Twitch's case, viewability. I mean, another issue that I have that I'm concerned with in terms of Twitch is who's backing them. Amazon, right? And that doesn't seem like a bad thing at first because like Amazon is huge, right? There's the deep pockets. But Twitch has not shown to be able to pull a profit, right? And the meanings behind Twitch and Amazon are very different compared to YouTube and Google, right? Google is about ad revenue and information. YouTube is videos, VODs, a form of information, a form that can put ads in there, so they get ad revenue. Amazon is product based. They make their money on buying things. I mean, they've got other services, but their central core is about buying things. Twitch doesn't quite fit into that, because they're starting to do ads and they're starting to make ads prevalent, to be part of the thing, which goes kind of against the whole live VOD thing, right? Because you're doing something live, and also you roll into an ad, which is starting to happen and which will be implemented. They rolled it back. We were supposed to have this happening to us a while ago, where if you don't run ads every hour, they automatically roll ads for you. Well, that sucks in the middle of a live thing. I'm building up, I'm getting to the boss level. It's like, I'm about to defeat that boss. Boom, here's an ad. How horrible of an experience would that be? And ironically, you get the ads when you become an affiliate or a partner. If you're not an affiliate, like I'm trying to become again, there are no ads. You would think it would be the other way around. Put ads for the people who are not affiliated, where they make, the money off of subscriptions, and things like that, because they take a 50% cut in that. But if you're for free, you don't get any ads. You would think, being a non-affiliate, you would get ads, and that would give you motivation to become an affiliate, which then they could raise the bar to become an affiliate. But they do it the other way around. It makes no sense. For you, the viewer, me de-affiliating is a more positive experience for you. You can log in and not be bombarded with ads. And when they start force rolling ads, and they will, mark my word, they will start force rolling ads. You won't get that in this channel if you're on Twitch. So I set up a Patreon. All right? So I set up a Patreon. So I put a few tiers in there. I still have a lot of work to do on it, right? But I put a Patreon on. So if you want to support me, sign up to Patreon. And it's cheaper for you. And I would get the same money as if I get it from Twitch. For just the basic, $3. That's, I made $2.50 for every time someone did a sub. If you want to support me, go ahead. There's the lowest tier, $3, because that's what I would have gotten from Twitch So why do you have to pay extra? So that's what I did. So I made Patreon. So if you want to support me, here in September, right? Go to my Patreon. Go to my Patreon and sub there. It's cheaper for you. I get the same amount of support that you would, and I got a couple of tiers. You want to support me more? Go ahead. I still have to figure out some of the nuances of Patreon to say, okay, rewards and things like that, and zhuzhing up the page. I mean, I did this late last night, so and that is my Patreon. There's a bunch of oh my God, okay. All right, so we got the Triform Peacebringer. Add some mana. Okay, all right, got it. Things could be done, but it costs money. Yeah, and it costs money, but more importantly, it costs time, right? And Twitch hasn't shown, going back to you, Shagar, what Twitch hasn't shown to be doing is any of that work. The amount of work that they are going to have to do to implement a lot of different changes, whether it's bots or discoverability, they're far behind. This will take several years, on top of the money that they have to spend for it, which I think that they don't have the money. I think their budgets are getting cut. That's why they didn't pay out money to keep Tim the Tap Man and Dr. Lupo. Tim the Tap Man, I don't care, right? I mean, but he was a big streamer, right? And he's now gone to YouTube, and he's gone to play with Dr. Disrespect, which that team up, they're friends, they worked well together. That's a great match, right? YouTube is going to benefit from that. But Dr. Lupo, that's a big deal, because cultural-wise, Dr. Lupo was Tim the Tap Man, I mean, he wasn't my, I don't like Warzone and Call of Duty and all that, so I didn't watch him. Occasionally I would pop on and, he's up there, and I looked, and, it's like, he's a nice guy, and he seems like a lot of fun. It's just not the genre that I like to watch. But he's a positive face for Facebook. I don't think, for Twitch, I don't think they were able to keep him because I don't think they got the money anymore. I think Amazon is cutting their purse strings a little bit because Twitch is a losing proposition right now. They have never shown a profit. There's only so much money they are going to dump into a bottomless pit. And right now, Twitch is a bottomless pit, right? Now, Amazon's using it as, tax write-offs and things like that. But there's only so much they're going to dump into Twitch. I believe that. And I think their purse strings have been tightened up a little bit. So they can't give the contracts that they used to do 3 or 4 years ago to keep someone like Dr. Lupo or Tim the Tap Man. And I think you're seeing that. So, it's long-term viability of Twitch as the main platform of live streaming, I think, is in its last few years. I think YouTube is going to be taking over because they've got a larger base to draw off for viewers and all that. And it's, I don't know. For 3 heroic quests, he's going to be Heroes What are you doing? Villain request, Canuck the evil hockey sticking Canadian. Okay. All right, I can do that. I have more, but it seems unfair to dump them all at once. Yeah, they pay 0 taxes on the money they earned from them, but then pass that all on to us when we file our taxes, right? After they take half up front. Yeah. Is he still talking? Why no Tansy for his monkey? But if not affiliate, at least you don't have enough of an audience for ads. Yeah, I mean, I'm very thankful for the support that everyone has given me over the time, but the amount of support that I get is nothing compared to the aggravation of being a Twitch affiliate. Okay, I make enough a month from Twitch to have a decent lunch. In all honesty, all right, this is not a money-making proposition for me, at least not yet. And I feel like I can't do that by just being under Twitch's yoke. I can't. I can't grow this by Twitch alone. To do everything, to grow through Twitch, would take beyond years and a lot of luck that I just don't have. I mean, in my mind, YouTube is a better deal and you can stream on it. Yeah, and there's nothing stopping me from streaming on all of them, right? There's nothing to stop me from streaming on all of them. They're doing commercials on the MSK3 channel. The worst is that they don't pause the video and you miss. Yeah, absolutely. That's the problem with the ad revenues in a live stream setup, because that's the only avenue that Twitch has figured out so far on how to make a profit so far. Where YouTube it's done differently. It's done differently, and right now the biggest complaint of YouTube is, people have said, the lack of discoverability. And it's not a lack of discoverability that YouTube has. What they don't have is a decent interface to find a game, to find a streamer that happens to be on live at that moment. In terms of discoverability, YouTube, with their algorithm, with the magical algorithm, is light years beyond Twitch. Light years. What they need to do is fix up the live section of their page, all right, to find a little more easily certain games or who's online right now. I mean, because it's awkward. It's goofy and it's awkward. There's no doubt about that, all right? But that's a UI interface. That's a few months of a few engineers just kind of sitting down and, like monkeys at a typewriter and pounding that out. That's an easy fix. And YouTube, backed by Google, because YouTube is Google, has a well of not only information but of money. They can fix this. That's a UI tweak. What they're lacking right now is just a simple front page UI tweak that's kind of like Twitch, which they can pound out in like less than a month probably. And the streaming culture, that's really what they lack, is the streaming culture. So it's not for YouTube, it is not an insurmountable thing to fix things to the way people want it. It's a much harder prospect for Twitch to fix the things the way people want it, which is discoverability, better protection. The biggest thing is discoverability. And where a lot of it lies is that Twitch focuses solely on live streaming, which is what it's based on, right? But you have that moment and it's gone. And for 14 days, you have a little bit of an archive and then it disappears. Go to Shroud or their pages are still up, Dr. Lupo and all that. What can you find from them? You can find a few highlights, but a lot of them got deleted because of the whole DMCA purge, right? And again, Twitch not giving the proper tools for people to save their body of work. Instead of, their only advice was to delete their highlights and clips because of music things. Instead of having a tool where you can go to that and click private. Right? They could have clicked private and saved all of this. But instead, what they did was that your only option was to purge your history. And even that didn't work because the music companies didn't search their pages. They searched the backlogs. They searched the backlogs that is on Twitch and their servers that they don't make public. So people who purged their music, their videos that had music, were still getting DMCA strikes. So thank you, Twitch. Thank you. Thank you for doing absolutely nothing. Right? So, I don't think Twitch is a dead platform. But it's not going to be the number one dog. That's the thing. And it's going to take a few years. But I think YouTube is just going to be, it's going to surpass them easily. And Twitch and Facebook is making big strides. Watch out for that. Oh darn. Well, okay. I guess I'll have to give you my life savings now that DEFPA is demonetizing. But oh, your RP group still calls yeah, Mr. Dentist. Yeah, Doctor Dentist. Yeah, yeah. Tuesdays. I missed this last Tuesday, but you come on in, and you can you're our dentist now. Um, Sorry, those are the rules. Dude, I've been on Twitch 8 years. I average 10 viewers on a good day. Some people get more than that on their first day. Also, Twitch screwed themselves with bits. Yeah, if YouTube made a streaming tab, it would literally kill Twitch. All right, Pennsylvania Dave, I gotta go slave away at the Twitch salt mines. Have fun. Uh, Thank you, Camper Darby. Thank you. Thank you for being a patron. I appreciate that. It's not dead in the same way Blizzard isn't dead. We're right. Yeah. Hey, Deckard, how are you? Do they take a cut of donations? Twitch? No. I mean, if you do a tip, a donation, that's purely. That's another thing. The whole tips and bits thing. It's a little insidious. They made it easier to tip people, right? To quote unquote tip people, but they take the cut out when you buy the bits, right? Now, when you donate bits to, a streamer and all that, they get the full amount that, you gave. But when you pay $20 for bits, you're not getting exactly $20 worth of value of bits. It's not a one-to-one relationship. When you purchase that, they take their cut on that, and then you distribute out. But donations was, before bits and subs, right? And gifted subs. That's how people in Twitch made money. People donated. That was part of the culture. And once bits came in, that went away, right? Yeah. So I mean, if you do a donation, that's from you to me or whatever streamer it is. That's just purely you paying me, because donations go through whatever service, Streamlabs or Stream Elements or something like that. That's a one-to-one transaction. But bits, when you buy a bit, they're taking their cut of the money from the bits, and then when you donate a bit to a streamer, they get the value of that bits. They're not taking a cut on top of that. They take the cut from when you purchase the bits. So if that makes sense. So yeah, it's because it was again another way for them to figure out a way to make a profit, because Amazon purchased them, and they're like, okay, well, this has got to be profitable in some way, or at least fill in the holes of the levee, right? The dam is bursting, so stick in here, so it's I see more benefit for myself to not be an affiliate, and for you, the viewer, to not have to be subjected to some of the things that are coming down the road more in force, which again is completely asinine backwards. What it should be is that all the non-affiliates raise the bar for being able to become an affiliate, right? Because becoming an affiliate means nothing. It means absolutely nothing. The ability to become an affiliate is so low. It is. It's very low. But then it gives the opportunity to take 50% of someone gifted a sub, someone did a sub. That's 50%, right? Now, for someone like me, small streamer, that's not a lot. As things, as you grow and as you get more, that's more revenue for them. And I have issues with it. But mostly on top of that, it is because there is you're on your own. I wouldn't mind 50%, them taking 50%, if they actually did something, right? If they did something other than here's a web page, now go stream, I'm taking 50%. Way too high. Way too high for the amount that they do. They don't give me any protection, right? They don't give me any tools of discoverability to help me grow my channel. They give you nothing. You broadcast out into the ether. If you happen to be here, you catch me. If not, too bad. Goodbye. No body of work, no archive. outside of the first 14 days, right? And now, and I don't even, as an affiliate, I don't even get a benefit on that. I still get, as I'm going to become a non-affiliate, I'm still going to get 14 days of backlog VODs, right? Compared to my affiliate status of 14 days. There's no change. Literally the only change between becoming a non-affiliate and an affiliate is that I can get subs, which they take 50% of, and I can get bits, and I can do some emotes. That's it. That's it. That is it. Otherwise, there's no difference. Oh, and here's the big difference. Not being an affiliate, I don't get ads. So I'm going to take the route of no ads for you guys and set up a Patreon to get the same amount of money that I would have gotten for Twitch, which is still cheaper for you guys because now you're paying me what Twitch was paying me. So, all in all, my move benefits you guys. And ultimately, I think will benefit me. So, you said that your initial reason for streaming was to archive your COH adventures. How did you end up on Twitch and not YouTube in the first place? Because a person in my group mentioned Twitch, and I said, "What's Twitch?" And she said, "Well, that's for live streaming." And I said, "Oh, well, that'd be kind of fun to just do it live." It was literally me stumbling into Twitch, not knowing a damn thing about it. 2 years ago, I had never heard of Twitch. Never heard of it. It seems like an oversight. No doubt, Craze corporate management team will have it corrected shortly. Yeah, very, very soon. Yeah, I mean, I was going to do YouTube, and someone just mentioned Twitch, and I was just like, well, what's Twitch? And I started exploring it, and I said, well, this looks like fun. Literally, that's it. It looked like fun. It looked like something I could do. I will say this, Twitch makes it easy to start broadcasting. It makes it damn easy. And that's part of the appeal of Twitch. It's easy. You got to just figure out your software, and you hit go, and you're on, and you're broadcasting with very little. You don't need, a webcam, don't even need a webcam. You got to have some kind of sound and a computer. Twitch makes it very easy to be a broadcaster. And really, I started doing Twitch because it was just freaking easy. Where YouTube at the time, because I had never uploaded any videos from YouTube and all that, just seemed more complicated, right? Because then I was going to need a video editing software, and it's like, oh, geez, what do I have to do for that and all that? And the software that when I initially was like, record video games. I think that was literally how do I record video gameplay? What came up? OBS. Well, OBS is a broadcasting service, and you can broadcast to Twitch, and you can broadcast to YouTube, and you can broadcast at the time Mixer, right, and these other things. And I was like, oh, Twitch. That's the thing that what's her name was talking about from my group. Oh, okay, Twitch. All right, let's look at what this Twitch is. But I didn't understand at the time that they didn't have archives beyond that first 14 days, right? So I just started doing it because, again, I was bored. I was interested. And I was like, well, what's this all about? Right? Not knowing better. Just kind of stumbling around. I know better now, right? And if I knew what I knew now, back then, I wouldn't have become an affiliate. I would have approached my, eventual ideas of I could stream, I could do this, I would have taken a much different path. Easily. Clearly would have taken a much different path than I have now. Because there's only so much I can just grind away here, right? Grinding away for hours and hours and hours does not get you discoverable. Discoverability is a lot on the platforms that you broadcast and post to, right? And Twitch is horrible about discoverability. Horrible. It's absolutely horrible. where YouTube, the almighty algorithm, deals with that. It's I have more negatives being an affiliate than being a non-affiliate. So I decided to cut my affiliation. All right. I decided to cut my affiliation. Pure and simple. So, all right. Well, anyways, again, if you want to support me, here is, that's my Patreon. You can sign up for that, and it's cheaper for you, and it works out better for me. So, it's a win-win as far as I'm concerned. As far as I'm concerned, it's a win-win to not be an affiliate with Twitch, right? It's a win-win. I can multi-stream and get more exposure. You guys don't have to go through ads, and if you want to support me, it's cheaper for you, and I get the same financial benefit that I would have had with Twitch, but it's cheaper for you. All in all, everything I'm doing is better for you, the viewer, because that's what this is about. That's what this is about. Is you guys, the viewers, right? You found me and stuck around, God knows why, right? Because you want to be entertained. You want to enjoy yourself. And Twitch seems to be putting more and more things between you, the viewer, and what you enjoy and what you want to do. And me as a streamer who enjoys this and enjoys entertaining people with this crap, right? Have more in the way of me to being able to do that. So I'm trying to cut away a lot of the crap. For you, the people. Whatever. So, yeah, I mean, that's a lot of the reason. If you want to know a lot of my thinking, okay, more in detail, a little more coherently of my thinking, I have been watching for a long time, now all on YouTube because they've both left Twitch, Harris Heller and Devin Nash. I posted this on the Villainous Discord. And if you're not part of the Villainous Discord, well, good for you. Good for you. But if you're stupid enough, there's the Villainous Discord. This will be a smoother path to world domination. Abso-friggin-lutely. Abso-friggin-lutely. Let me, hold on one second here. Important video. I shared this last night because this question came up. Well, why? Okay. Well, why do you think that? Devin Nash, if you've never watched Devin Nash, it's all about the business side of YouTube, of Twitch. He mostly focuses on Twitch because he was a Twitch streamer. But he has recently, over the last 3 months, something like that, he has stopped live streaming because he is basically protesting about what he feels is the ruination of Twitch for a lot of different things, but mostly because of gambling streaming, right? But that video right there specifically talks specifically about some of the issues that I've known about because I've listened to Harris Heller and Devin Nash over the past year and a half. And they have been saying this for the past year and a half, right? But yesterday's stream was a very solid crystallization because of the exodus of Dr. Lupo is a bigger deal than you might think it is. It's a much bigger deal. It goes a lot into the culture that's lacking in YouTube that has now been gained by YouTube. Between Tim the Tap Man and Dr. Lupo, all right? And you will see more. Mark my words, there's going to be a few other bigger streamers going out there. Just imagine, all right? Let's take this. And this is not out of the realm of possibility. This is actually very in the realm of possibility. Pokimane leaving Twitch and going exclusively to YouTube. At some point, her contract is going to be up. Her partnership contract is going to be up. To stay relevant in Twitch, you have to do hours and hours and hours and hours of streaming. Both Lupo and Tim both said that the grind of hours is not worth it, that they want to spend more time with family. And YouTube offers that ability because, again, it's not just in the moment, it is the body of work that accumulates over time. I'm streaming right now, okay? If you like what I say or something like that, you'll throw some tips, all right? You'll throw some bits at me, all right? Maybe you'll do a donation, or maybe you'll sub. I will gain it right then and there, right? But in that moment, that's when I gain any financial benefit, any praise, anything like that, okay? And it's gone. That's it. It's gone. YouTube, if you have what is usually termed as an evergreen video, something that's a little bit timeless, maybe not specifically to a point in time reference or something like that, a video can constantly make money because of viewership on that video. It potentially will never stop earning money. It's huge. That's huge. Names I've never heard of shows little how I use Twitch. Yeah, watch that video. Watch that video. I mean, Devin Nash is about he is a CEO of a representative company of Twitch streamers, and he's a Twitch streamer himself, or at least he was. At some point, he may go back until but he's got some issues that he feels need to be fixed, and so he's kind of boycotting right now. But he's an industry insider, right? He's an industry insider, and he talks about the business of live streaming. He runs an agency. He represents people. Like, okay, Dan, what do you call it? Dan's Gaming, all right? Dan. I mean, he's a big streamer, right? Devin Nash represents him, all right? So he's not just he's not me. He's not a lunatic, right? He knows what he's talking about. So he talks about the business of things and metrics. So if you want to understand better the business side and the trends and things like that in an academic and the number sense, Devin Nash is awesome. And he's salty as all get out. So he's a hoot to listen to because he's kind of crabby. So can OBS combine YouTube's and Twitch chats in one stream for you? You know what? I think I have it right here. There's a multi-stream. It's a read-only, which I didn't do a good job on. So if anyone's out there trying to talk to me on YouTube, I may not have read it. So I have a multi-stream, which is apparently given me all of the chat from both sides, but I can't respond to that. So I'll have to look into that. I may have to have another window for YouTube on there, but apparently I can see the stream chat is read only. It says multi-stream, so it should be both my YouTube and my Twitch, but I can only type and respond in Twitch, at least right now. I mean, I'm still figuring some of this stuff out, so obviously there's going to be some big bumps in the road. But I believe TOS and maybe YouTube, I don't know, doesn't allow that. Blah 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 blah. Thank you, Cynical Jackson. Yeah, I mean, there's a few things to work out, but at least it looks like I can read it. But you know what? I shouldn't be reading you guys anyways. I mean, shit. What benefit do you give me? All right, I've ignored a few of these. Hey, you know what? This stream is brought to you by the wonderful cleaning products of Whammo. We want some quick fixes in this world, and we got a big mess to clean up. So a wonderful line of products are available to us to help clean up this mess. CO2 Be Gone, the only CO2 eliminating aerosol, and just other fine products to clean up the messes and to cover up the messes that we really, really should probably clean up. And hey, you know what? This is a gold bricking zone. Don't be fooled. This is not Twitch. This is not YouTube. This is a gold bricking zone. The only candy that gold plates your teeth while you eat it. Gold brickers. Ask for it by name and enjoy. You should consider a sponsorship from Obvious Plant. I should. I should. And then always, our secret patron of Michael Bublé, who is with us as we speak. You know what? Let's actually. I've been for 55 minutes here. Well, actually 50 minutes because 5 minutes was my countdown time. So for 50 minutes I've been blabbering on. But I'll end it with this. Follow that link to the YouTube channel. Watch some other Devin Nash stuff, and especially since this last week where he's become a lot more active, where he was lying low for a few months there. But this last week and a half, he's been posting almost every single day on YouTube, and it will really give you a better insight on the industry and the business of Twitch, YouTube, and just streaming in general. It's an interesting watch. And it's a fun watch. He usually keeps it to about a half an hour. Yesterday's, the future of live streaming is longer. It's 50 minutes long, but it's worth the watch. So, and to be honest, that video was the final nail in the coffin of something that I knew was happening, that I knew that I had to do, and I finally said, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it because I've said this before. For any of you long-term watchers, I've mentioned this before that I was going to do this, and then I just kind of like, I kind of sat on it, and I was like, I don't know, and I didn't do anything. And I said, you know what, boom, I'm doing it. So, the industry and business of capitalism in the United States. That's right. It's a fascinating. So give it a watch. Devin Nash. I've been watching him for a long time now, and I always enjoy his content. And his content's very insightful. You can sometimes disagree with his insight, but so far, every time he's said something a year later, it's come true. So he has some very good and deep insight to the game. All right. You know what I gotta do? I gotta do one quick thing. I forgot to change my sound output. Let me just make that quick change here. And God forbid, let's play a game. Let's play a game. Now it's gonna be a short game today because I actually have to go out and get. I have to get my son's bike fixed. And brand new bikes. We bought brand new bikes not less than a week ago. Bought him on Saturday. He's already made the tire flat. Right? And I actually have to mow the lawn. I have been completely ignoring it, and we've had a lot of rain. We had Ida roll in here. I don't know about you guys, but that storm was. The storm that blew in here was a light show. It was a light show. So hopefully, wherever you are, you're safe and sound. Nature's pretty good at destroying bike tires. Sadly, it wasn't nature, it was aggression. He got frustrated with his gears and he threw his bike down and something happened and sliced the tube and popped and basically killed the tire. So, good on my son. All right, so I have to redeem. I got a villain to redeem, and I've got a hero to redeem. Now, sadly, the hero is what I have to do first because that's what came in first. But I do. Let's see. So I'm doing it. I have to do a peace bringer. I'm going to do one quick thing. Radiant Blight. I've got to take some. Grab some rewards. Back when we did the test, the Hammondon raid test. Let me switch hats. I was trying on a new hat and it's way too hot. Ah, nice and cool one. This hat is a little tighter and therefore it's a lot hotter. Ah, that's better. Change my wig. That's basically what I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'd be a very sad child if I had done that. Yeah, he's All right, so I should have in my rewards, and I just want to make sure that I got them. Ah, there we go. Got my hammy enhancements. Just go. What do I got here? I got endoplasm. What is that one? Accuracy and mez. Enhance heal, enhance absorb, and reduce. Okay, that's cool. to hit and defense buffs. Damage and accuracy. Nucleus. You know what? That I can just, that one I may just throw into a Nucleus. Nucleus. Great. I wish I really could use them for something, but I got them. All right, so I got the I got my hammy rewards from back put in live. Oh, I got to create 100 inventions. Great. Just got to craft a whole lot more. All right. Let's go back to character select. Cynical Jackson. I'm chatting in YouTube chat, and apparently my last name I made with the account is Jackson. There you go. Real Smooth, how are you? How the hell are you? Hope you're doing well there. All right. I gotta honor my redemption here. Ranged? Where do you find Peacebringers? There we go, Peacebringer. I have to build a Triform Peacebringer here. Clinging bolts. I'm great. How are you? I am doing fantastic. I am doing fantastic. Oh, what am I going to do for it? Bright yellow. What is that? Oh, that's this guy. All right. I need to think of. I need to think of an identity for this Peacebringer because I wasn't ready to make a Peacebringer. Wasn't thinking, hey, I'm gonna make a Peacebringer today. Last stream? No, not last stream. I'm in the process of removing my affiliation. That's all. I'm just not gonna. I'm backing out of being an affiliate of Twitch. I'm still gonna be broadcasting on Twitch, but that means I'm also going to be doing peanut butter. Is that my identity? Is peanut butter? I'm going to be broadcasting on YouTube and Twitch, doing multi-stream live. So if you want to view on YouTube, you can view on YouTube. I may even be adding Facebook gaming in soon. I'm not 100% sure on that one. In an effort to become more discoverable. Oh, I played through all of the wards. They could have done a lot more with that. What? The wards? What? Oh, PBXP. The illuminated peanut butter. Let's take a look at that. Night Ward and Day. Oh, okay. First Ward and Night Ward. Yeah, I still haven't played through all of that. It's again the Praetorian side, gold side. I prefer to call it yellow side. Is still a bit of an unknown to me. There's a lot of things I've not done in those. In that, I quit. I quit Praetoria Arc very early on when I realized that it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. Going Rogue was, the Going Rogue, the gold side. Player interaction and things like that. I was disappointed to a certain aspect, and I kind of stopped playing. So there's a lot of stuff that I never really did. Probably wouldn't have if they had shut down. Gives the impression they were planning to do a full Patreon argument. Maybe, but you couldn't create Praetorian supergroups. You couldn't do, you couldn't build a base in Praetorian base. There were just some small things that, as a role player, I really wanted to do. I was looking forward to creating. We had, again, my villain group. We had, it was like an every other week event where we took our Praetorian versions of our villains, who are of course heroes, and I wanted to make them full-fledged. I wanted to make my Praetorian hero group, right, of my variant villains, right, and I couldn't do that, and I was like really pissed about it. like really pissed about that. Oh, I don't think they were planning to make Pretoria itself fully fledged. It's quite destroyed timeline-wise. Right, but at the time, we didn't know that. Right, I hated how you had a choice between. Yeah, it's same here. I didn't like that force. You know, at the time when it first came out, level 20 was the cap, and you had to get kicked out. Right. I mean, now there's ways you can kind of skirt around it, but you know, for the most part, it leads you to be, you know, making this choice. And I didn't like that. I didn't like being forced to do this. All right, we got another ad that matters. Hold on a second. I'm gonna. I've already done the ad that matters already, so I want to just pick something new real quick. Oh, come on. Where are you? I know you're here somewhere. I know you're here somewhere. That's it, Defa. Bring it to a grinding halt. Bring it all to a grinding halt. Because that's what works best. All right? That's what works best. As you try to look for something. Oh, really? Really? I'm not going to have it? It's not going to give it to me? Nope, 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 nope. Oh, maybe it's... This stream is sponsored by the wonderful donations and proud sponsorship of Cray Industries. You know, building a better world through technology. Cray. The trusted name in computer engineering. Cray. All right. Nope, nope. Trying to make something really quick here as I zone off. All right, glowing PB. There we go. The celestial peanut butter. I can't take this suit off. I would like to take this opportunity to remind everyone that Cray Industries does not use human souls as fuel source for the power suits. That is just a baseless rumor. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's other people's souls that they use. You drain it. You drain it. All right. The celestial peanut butter. The glowing peanut butter. Remember, demons are not humans. And everything will be better with the Cray hotfix patch 2.0, right? Everything will be much better. All right, we're in the lousy blue side here because someone who will remain nameless, enabled heroic points. I really need to get rid of that. I really do need to get rid of that. I can only assume that's when power suits will be available to transfer. That's right. Oh, what's his name? Sunstorm. You know, it's been a long time since I've done a Peacebringer. I don't remember the last time I made a Peacebringer. My only Peacebringer I ever made was a character that I called Dr. Spectro in on live, and now he's Dr. Spectrum. But I made him as other things, not as a Peacebringer. But during live, he was a Peacebringer because I wanted these light powers, right? And I didn't want to be a blaster because I didn't like blaster. I don't like blasters. Here, I'm going to say it. Am I still in Rebirth? Of course I'm still in Rebirth. I love Rebirth. I'm very happy on Rebirth. Welcome to the start of your new life as a Peacebringer. I know you probably have a lot of questions, so let's get started. Yeah, like, why am I covered in peanut butter? Oh yeah, did you hear about the 2 XP weekend, this 3-day weekend on Rebirth? No, I did not hear about that. We're still developing new stuff too. Cool. Like, can you give us a small glimpse of what you are in developing? XP bonus this weekend. Woohoo! Check announcements on Discord. Discord. You know I hate Discord. Yeah, we'll check it in a minute. We'll check it in a minute. But that's great to hear. For me, my kids have a 5-day weekend. They have today off, which is why I have to keep this a short stream. They're off. And then Monday they have off because of Labor Day. And then Tuesday they have off because of the Jewish holiday. Right? So it's a 5-day weekend. They just started school this week, and they had 4 days of school, and now 5-day weekend. Right? Wonderful. And on top of that, 2 days into school, one of my son's classmates got tested positive for COVID. So woohoo! Already starting out with a bang. 2 days into the school year, we've already had a COVID case in my son's classroom. Awesomeness. Can I just say? Can I just say how awesome that is? Right? Nothing puts a parent at ease than having your children who can't get vaccinated running around with people who won't get vaccinated and who don't give a shit. Okay? Look at me at ease. Look at that. I'm at ease, right? I'm feeling good about life. 2 days in. Such a smooth villain, right? 2 days in. It's gonna be a bang up year. I'm in the same boat. Yeah, really. Because your kids are older, right? I'm trying to jog the old memory here. Not high school. Yeah, I see. I can't fully remember. But it sucks. It sucks. Fortunately, my school district here is taking this very seriously, right? Yeah, mine got the vaccine. Okay, yeah. They've taken this very seriously. They made a mandate for all teachers and staff that if you want to keep working, you have to get the vaccination or weekly tests, right? And to be honest, they're strong arming the vaccination. I'm very libertarian, right? I'm very libertarian. I'm all about individual rights, right? I'm all about the Bill of Rights and our relationship to our government, okay, and the central federalized government. But there are a few things where you have to put aside some of your personal rights. And when it comes to the health and safety of our fellow citizens, all right, my freedom of choice of not taking the vaccine is idiotic. It is disregarding the health and safety of everyone around me, as well as my own health and safety, right? I don't understand I don't fathom the severe distress. Big Pharma sucks. No doubt about it. Big Pharma needs a lot of work. The government, it sucks. No doubt about it. And when the two of them get together, oh, that's a menagerie of just crap. All right? It's a menagerie of crap. But there are times when, like now, where someone is not sitting out there. Okay? It's a pandemic. It's a fucking pandemic. Okay? No one's profit margining here. All right? Get the goddamn vaccine. Protect my kids because they can't get the vaccine. All right? And your freedom of choice doesn't mean squat to my kids who don't have a choice. And if someone gets my kids sick because they felt they had a moment that I don't believe in this, I'm going to stick my foot far up their ass that they're going to sneeze my shoe. All right? Because my freedom of choice is to protect my kids. And if it means I have to take out your stupid ass, I will do so in a heartbeat. Do you understand that? So I'm going to make that clear. Sure, but there's a line in the sand where if your choice are directly harming other people, those other people have the right to shut you the fuck down one way or the other. Absolutely. Absolutely. You know, middle school. See, I knew it wasn't high school. I just couldn't remember the exact age. That's okay if we get some coughing or lung issue. We're stocked up on the. We'll deal. So I'm sorry if you still feel strongly that you shouldn't take the vaccine. I've got a different opinion on that. Pardon the language, but I have strong feelings about freedom and its burdens. I'm all about it, but there are times where you put some things aside for the benefit of the people around you so that you continue having freedoms, right? You don't have any freedoms if you're either dead or you're so impaired afterwards. And let's face it, okay, the reality is a small percentage of people get seriously sick, okay? It's still a small percentage, in the overall aggregate, okay? The reason our numbers are as big as they are is because it's spreading like wildfire, and it's just going around because there's too many heads up their ass jackasses that won't quash this down. There were many opportunities throughout this whole thing where we could have changed the course of things, but we turned it into a political issue instead of a health issue. And instead of you are my neighbor, I'm looking out for you concern, it is a pointing fingers at our neighbors saying, I don't agree with you. And sticking our feet in the sand and sticking our heads in the sand and putting our feet down and saying, no, I won't give, that we've gotten ourselves into a freaking mess. So I'm tired of it. I'm tired of it. I've gotten to the point where when I hear someone is sick and on the verge of death, I don't care anymore. Where before my concern was about people, whether I liked them or not. I don't want to see anyone hurt. I don't want to see anyone dead. That's changed. That has changed. That has changed a lot. Because that is a direct threat to my kids. A direct threat to my kids. You might as well put a gun to their head. And if you put a gun to my kids' heads, you will not have a hand in 5 seconds. All right? You will not have a hand. I will beat you to death. I will beat you to death. I'm a libertarian as well, and part of that is not harming others. Yeah. It's always been a libertarian cornerstone. Freedom to do what you want as long as you're not harming others. Okay? And that definitely rolls into the idea of the vaccine. Now, and the whole conspiracy theories of vaccines with the tracking and all that is just, oh my God! I want to eat my own brain. That's it. I had to get that out. had to get that out. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for indulging me. Thank you for indulging me. And don't forget, you can support me on Patreon for this for that bullshit. They already track you with I know exactly. All the fears of these these microchips in the vaccines. First of all, belays it just shows a lack of understanding of how things work. All right, that a microchip the size that could fit through the needle head, through the needle of a syringe. Someone has been watching too many James Bond movies, okay? Because a microchip can't do that, right? There's no microchip on this planet that could do something like that of an advanced GPS or body analysis without a power source that's embedded in the skin of your arm or maybe a little bit into the muscle because they say, whatever they think, okay? Microchips don't work that way. And they have a phone that they have wedged up their ass probably anyways that they're constantly on. Oh, let me take an Instagram picture of my food just so I can remind myself that I've eaten. Right? That's tracking everything you're doing. But you don't seem to give a shit about that. They don't need to implant anything to track you. We all have cell phones. Yeah, exactly. We all have cell phones. It's a ludicrous fear. It's a ludicrous fear. And I love this one where one of my favorite punching bags is what's her name, Major Taylor Greene from Georgia, where she was on this was a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago. She was in Alabama. Why was she in Alabama? I don't know, but little rallying bonfire was going on there where she was congratulating people for not getting vaccinated, right? And then talking about about people walking up and giving them vaccines, which they weren't doing. And she's like, and encouraging people to, if someone comes up to your door, to show your Second Amendment rights, right? So basically she was, in a veiled attempt that wasn't even really veiled, to go ahead and shoot someone who comes up to your door asking about vaccination, right? So we don't have to give our social security numbers to anyone. You do know how social security numbers work, right? The government has given you the social security number. We have that. If I was the government, I have that information. I already have that information. You weren't born with a tattoo on your ass with a number, and that number is now your secret number. And if I know that number, I own your soul or something like that. The U.S. government, and right now I'm representing the U.S. government, I have that number. I gave that number to you. I don't need to get it from you. You do understand it. You do understand how Social Security numbers work, right? You do? Do you? Are you sure? Are you sure you know how that works? I'm kind of thinking you don't. I'm kind of thinking you really don't. I think you think that's a private number that you made up somehow, and that no one has that information. And then when someone comes up and asks, you shouldn't give that out because there are tons of thieves out there who could do damage knowing your Social Security number. And no federal government agent would ask you for your Social Security number, all right? So what are you afraid of? Because that agent usually represents an agency that already has that information. Because, again, as the government, I'm going to be the government right now, as the government, I gave you that number. Now, if you do have a natural birthmark that has a Social Security number as a birthmark on you, that's, first of all, interesting. That's weird. And I don't want to see it. Right? I don't want to see that. So, just want to put that out there. That's not how Social Security numbers work. And they already have that information. But they were clapping away. Yeah, we don't have to give them that information. No. They've got that. They are the ones who gave it to you. You do understand. Again, we're just going to re-emphasize that. You do understand how that all works, right? I'm thinking you don't. Okay. Those chips are thermocharged off your body. Oh, that's how it works. Well, thank you for clarifying that. I was a little confused on how that worked. The most devious plot was actually putting the tracking chips in the Oh, is that? Oh, see, okay. So thank you guys for clarifying that. Now, like, maybe I should start to worry. Maybe I should. Now that you've clarified all that, all of that starts to make sense. You know what? I'm becoming a convert now. Becoming a convert now. Allow me to welcome you, glowing PB, to the elite ranks of the Peacebringers. All of the Peacebringers on Earth, like you, are formed from the fusion of a Keldon energy being and willing human host. Both the human and the Keldon become more than they were separately, forming a new being called a Peacebringer. As a Peacebringer, you will learn to wield immense power in the service of justice and the endless battle against our dire enemies, the Nictus. I am Sunstorm, and I serve at the coordination of our efforts here on Earth. I am your leader, or I'm not your leader or your boss. My main function is to make certain that our efforts are well directed, particularly for the newer members of our ranks. I should have plenty for you to do. I'm sure you can't wait to test your new powers. Let's get started. What have you walked into? Nothing good. Nothing good, Power Lad. How are you doing? Let me actually let me jump over here. Talking about the next season of The Walking Dead. I know about a situation with the Vaslok that I think you can handle. One of their mortificators, a madman calling himself Sepis, has offered to sell their secrets to the council, while the Vaslok disseminate much of their techniques using illegal interest sites. They reserve their deeper secrets to more trusted individuals. We cannot let those secrets get into the hands of the council's own mad scientists. All right. So far, this is fine. You know, fighting Nazis. Would have been doing that as a villain anyways. So right now, not so much heroic as in, hey, we get to beat up Nazis. It is like boiling hot in here in my basement. Normally I have to wear a hoodie to feel comfortable down here, but I'm actually kind of sweating my ass off. You know, because it's only 65 degrees outside. It's beautiful. It's like, so far September has become like autumn already here in the DC area. Today is going to be a beautiful day, and I'm going to spend most of that day mowing an untamed lawn. You know, with all the rain we've been having, it has grown gangbusters. I'm going to be spending most of my day just trudging away at that. Okay. Camper gets the oven mitts. She came in first. And then the next mission, we'll do the goggles. Alright. For crying out loud, let's get this camera up. Very happy to have this early fall weather. It is the best. It is the best. It is pretty friggin' great. Do I have? Oh, okay. There we go. I do have it. So, getting the old oven mitts on. So Camper Darby threw in the oven mitt. So I have to play with oven mitts on. Oops. For this mission. Which is not going to be easy. Let's see. Can I drag this. Get this dragged out of the way. I could use another power. I'm only level 1. That's right. I didn't go through a tutorial or anything. So I'm like only at level 1, so I have like 1 power. Oh, and there's a lot of them. Okay. All right. We're gonna die. We're gonna die. Yeah, these guys are still pretty wimpy. Yeah, these are pretty wimpy. Alright, that's fine. That's fine. There we go, level 2. Fix that. Oh my god, what game is this? It's a brand new game. It's called Retro Past. It's called Super Retro What the Hell. And what you're probably not recognizing is the, well, it's hard to tell in the sewers. But the heroic nature of this game, which is very foreign on this channel. Yes, I have to wear oven mitts right now. It's a temporary thing, but I do have to wear oven mitts. Good mic. Because nothing makes a peace bringer more effective than oven mitts. Who wants to be a superhero? Not me. Alright, it only happened on Wednesday. Alright, tonight, just so you all know, I am going to try to sneak out. I'm basically abandoning my wife. And either tonight or tomorrow night. I'm going to try to do it tonight. Oh wait, Ted Lasso is tonight. Maybe I won't be. Tomorrow night. Alright, tomorrow night. I'm going to go see Shang-Chi. I'm dying to see Shang-Chi. Oven mitts is the new Twitch match. Let's see Dr. Disrespect or Tim the Tatman do this on Call of Duty. All right, make them wear oven mitts. Bet you they won't. You know why? Because they're pussies. That's right. I'm saying it right here. You heard it first. Dr. Disrespect, pussy, won't wear oven mitts while playing a game. All right, I'm calling them out on that. Clips. Yes, I did see a Stargirl. A lot of things to talk about. I really need to. What I need to do is make reaction videos on my YouTube channel. I've been a little lax on my YouTube channel. Just haven't been feeling it, but I need to do reactions on it to talk about. Okay, type in you know, number 1 if you watched What If episode 4, the Doctor Strange What If. Okay, type in 1. Okay, he's dead. Why? Okay, there we go. Hey, I can fly. What If is good. Oh, that was that I've been enjoying What If, but none of the What Ifs made me sit up and say, "Oh, that was super awesome." I liked the stories. I thought it was really good, but I was like, "Oh, it was." I've so far, you know, episodes 1 through 3, I was like, "Oh, I like that. That was interesting. That was a cool take." Or that. This one made me jump up and go, "Oh, that was cool." All right, that one was really. I'm always behind on Marvel shows. They are too fast for me to. Are they too fast or me too slow? And yet you watch all the other garbage. It is the best episode so far. It by far it is the best episode so far. And I love the ending. I love the implications of the ending because we could conceivably see this guy again. I really do need to make. I need to make a reaction because there's from the backlog of comic books from the original What If series. There was a time where the Watcher gathered from various what ifs variants to form a team to deal with an issue that involved the timekeepers, which was what Loki was about, right? So there is a precedence, and there could be an establishment of a multiversal variant Avengers team. What If is real comic. A lot of the What Ifs is, comics were not that great. There were a few gems, here and there, but for the most part, a lot of the What If comics were kind of like, at least in my opinion was. The Marvel movies are just comic flavored movies. Well, yes, I mean that's the whole point. Timequake. I think Yes, was it Timequake? I can't remember the name of the series. It may have been Timequake. I'm 100%. I'm gonna take your word on that one, Korath. I remember a time guide. I don't remember if that was the storyline, but you know what? I'm going to trust you on that. Given how much you emote with your hands, the monologues are 200 better with. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that. I'm gonna just play ignorant and take that as a compliment. You can tell because I emote so much with my hands. You can tell where I'm from in the country. This is very New York Italian influence. Talking with the hands, right? It's terrifying what lurks in my memory. Oh, I say that every day. It's like, why do I remember this? Why? Why would I remember this? Quantum Gunner! Oh, you son of a... Oh, you son of a... I'm gonna go down, aren't I? Woo! Son of a... Now you can cover your face. Gotta travel from home here. Now say I'm a pretty girl. Shut up. I'm glad this makes you all happy. You know what that does do? It gives me the opportunity to just go to a trainer. But yeah, that episode was fantastic. And Stargirl, I got an itch on my face. And Stargirl was a lot of fun. Some really interesting things are building up on there. It's a hoot. It's a hoot. If you didn't know. Shoot. Hey, Night Beast. What launcher do you use? I use the Sunrise launcher. I'm a fan of the Sunrise launcher because I do, despite my streaming and me always being on what do you call it, on Rebirth, I do go to other servers when I'm not streaming. Not a lot, but I do go on other servers. Look at this. We got a visit. We got a visit from Positive Game, from PG, right? Let's invite, if you guys want to join me. This again, I have to keep this short. I have to leave pretty soon, so don't. I'm apologizing ahead of time. This is not going to be a very long session because I do have things. I have to take advantage of the nice day and get my son's bike repaired. Alright, so I do have to leave pretty soon. Gonna be on ESPN for football. Yeah, you're incorrigible, you know. No, I'm not gonna say that. Be grateful Void Hunters used to be so. That's true. That is true. When I made my Peacebringer back in the day, the one Peacebringer I ever made, it was still at the time when Quantum Gunners did special energy damage versus negative energy damage. So I remember how painful that was. I don't think I ever. No, I did get him on live. I did get him to level 50. Oops. I did, but it was a grind because it was painful. It was painful to get a level 50 on live with a Peacebringer when the Quantum Gunners did special energy. It was painful. A little bit of mass. It was a massive masochism moment, and I did it all solo. That was probably the worst part about it. Be amusing if you get to the point where Shadows is spot. Yeah, but I got him to level 50, still with the the shift. You know, when the Quantum Gunners weren't shifted to negative energy damage, and I did it all solo. So yeah, I was. I've said this many times that I have low self. I have you know, I don't have a lot of self-esteem, and that just goes to show you that I don't love myself, because that's exactly what I did. Anyone have some mayonnaise? I have some mayonnaise. Shall I go get that mayonnaise? The one AT whose inherent is utterly useless solo, and you soloed the whole way. Granted, I don't think we had inherents yet at that point in time. No, no, we had inherents. I mean, because that quantum shift didn't happen until I got in. I didn't get in until into issue 14 on Architect Edition, and they were still quantum energy. I think it was like issue. I want to say it was issue 17 or something like that. So hug yourself for me, but use. I could use a hug. There we go. All right. Let's meander here. Kellen, what are you neighing about? What are you neighing about? Mayo eating. Slow to the punch on that one. Gotta get a little more coordinated with my oven mitts. All right, guys, don't kill everything ahead of me. I do have to play this guy. All right. I appreciate you guys wanting to help me, but I do actually have to play this character. So don't rush in there. Let me start these things, okay? Oh, why is there an oral portal over there? Knife! Took him out with a knife! Look at that. Oh, I forgot to... I forgot to level up. I totally forgot to level up. Alright. That's the end of that mission. That means the gloves can come off. Woohoo! No gloves. Alright, but next mission, we have the bug eyes. Alright, so if you've never been on this channel before, and it's been a little while, it's honestly been a little while since we've done bug eyes. So bug eye play. So what is that? You go, what the hell's bug eye play? Bug eye play, I have to wear these prismatic goggles, right? This is what I put over my eyes. Right, not cover the light here. So this is what I see when I'm playing, all right, with these goggles on. So I'll play with the next mission wearing these prismatic goggles. Because that's what it's really all about. Channel points. Channel points to just screw with me. What anime should I watch, y'all? My opinion? None. Just not a fan. I have started watching a little bit of Death Note. That one's been interesting. I've only gotten a couple episodes into it. But I do have to admit, Death Note has an interesting premise, and I'm like, okay, all right, I'm gonna just watch a little bit more and follow along with it. True Technicolor Vision, what a professional! That's right. Again, I'd like to see Dr. Disrespect do that, play with prismatic goggles. Tell you what, someone make sure you clip it. I'm gonna put the prismatic goggles on. I'm gonna play a game, and then I'm gonna call out Tim the Tatman and Dr. Disrespect that they're pussies. All right, not being able to play with prismatic goggles. So I'll, once I get them on and play, I want. Shiny Shield. You know what? We're gonna do. No, we're just gonna do another. We're gonna do another blast. We're not gonna take a defense right now. We'll just emphasize that. Okay. Okay. So now I got a couple attacks there, and then next I'll take a shining. I'll take the Shining Shield. All right, we'll get to the mission door, and then I'll put on the goggles. Down below on the off the promenade. It's a cave. Wonderful, it's a cave. A cave mission. Just got a box of Pokemon cards. Want to watch me open them? Yeah, actually. Yes, I would. All right, here we go. Prism goggles on. What's that? I could get a Charizard. You could. Always hope there for you. All right. Probably the best I've ever looked. All right, so needless to say, your chat's gonna be ignored for a little bit, because I can barely make out. Okay. Okay, all right. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know what. I should have put the goggles on once I got into the mission. Okay. Oh, got a blue hand. All right, I got a blue hand. I have to move my head to get a hold. All right, there's my mouse. Okay, there we go. All right. Unfortunately, this is a very well lit cave. It's like I have to depend on seeing the orange reptiles, right? That's like my whole vision is based on brightness. Something bright and stainless. See, right there. Seeing the orange rectangle against that black, that darker backdrop, that helps. That helps a lot. Alright, this is a council cave, so this is the drop. I'm just gonna jump. Oh, something there. Okay. I was gonna jump straight down. There's usually something right here. Did I jump down on there? Alright, I'm kind of disoriented right now. Don't know where I'm at. Okay, I found it. Another level? Okay. Again, I'd like to see Dr. Disrespect do this, right? He says how good he is. Go ahead and play. Go ahead and play when you see 5 of the same target, right? Go ahead and sniper rifle there. Train your eyes. All right, I think I'm settling into what my vision can do. All right, train yourself to play with prismatic goggles or oven mitts, either one. I throw this challenge down to you. I've kind of focused my eyes. I think I can see pretty. Right. Change my mind. Feeling the rhythm here. Kind of rely a little bit more on one. What was that? What did that say? I didn't see what that said. Words flashed, did not catch them. It's hard to read. It's hard to read words. I hope people went down this way. Ooh. Action here. Action going on here. What am I glowing at? I leveled up. Okay, well, who's dropping aural portals? All right, that's really bright. My eyes are. I'm in like moth mode right now. I just go to every bright light that there is. Okay, that's dark. Oh, here we go. Right. This is a little... Shoot. It's a little confusing here for me. Shoot. Okay, there we go. Oh, that's glowing. Okay, that's glowing. Okay. All right. I got it. Defeat console. All right. So we found what we needed. Yeah. Shoot, are we in like scrounge around for everything that we may have missed? Ugh. Okay, that's... No, that's just a crevice, okay. Oh, there's a tunnel. Hard to see. Be anything here. Shoot. I'm a little turned around. Oh wait, there's an exit sign. Oh, we did it. Okay. All right. Oh God, it was fogging up too. The glasses were fogging up on top of all that. Oh. Oh, I had to download Rebirth all over. Oh, why? Glad to have a better internet connection now. At least it isn't a very large game. Don't forget your Vidiot maps install if that's the thing you like to have. I believe we have links to several of these from mods in the... Yeah. Oh, wow. I love that COH doesn't care if you kill bad guys or not. That's right. Alright. Put those bug eyes away. Yikes. I was like getting into the... It's like I had found like a good spot in my vision. And so I was able to navigate pretty well in there. Pretty well. I mean, it's sad how used I am to to getting to wearing those goggles. That it's starting to become very much easier. It's still hard to read text, but it is becoming much easier to navigate and to play the game with those goggles on, which is scary, which is really scary. Slightly terrifying. All right, so contact. All right, I guess I gotta contact this guy. Sunstorm. I loves the mayo now. Tell you, he'd like mayo if he just like applied it like a if he applied it like a human being. You know, just a thin layer on a sandwich. You know, just a little. You know, a little does you good. A little does a lot. But I have to say, if you've never had mayo, if you never had French fries and dipped them in mayonnaise, it is quite delightful. It is quite delightful. So you should all try it sometime. If you've never tried French fries and mayonnaise, give it a shot. First of all, what do you got to lose? Second of all, it's pretty damn good. Oh, there you are. You did an incredible job. Well, thank you. Glowing PB. The text looked like the rantings of a madman, but I'm certain the council could have gleaned any number of horrible secrets from them. You've done this city a great service, and you're only getting started. You're well on your way as a peacebringer, Glowing PB. As always, I'm ready to provide whatever support you need to carry on the fight. Can you pay my rent this month? That'd be great. Tink Tonk. We got a Tink Tonk. I'm a new hero. You should know about those who have come before you. I think you need to learn about the fallen heroes of Paragon City. This will be a short history lesson, but an important one. Let's do something a little more exciting. Investigate the conference. So, that's like Vasilok stuff. Okay. Tell him no. Tell him he smells. Yeah, he does. It smells like burnt hair. He has a burnt hair smell. No. All right, we had a brush up with a random Ting Tonk. Oh, a defeat all. A defeat all. I hate defeat alls. Oh, my chat was on pause. I don't know why. Some say that dihydrogen monoxide is necessary for survival. Absolutely. Look, if Swedish mealtime has taught me anything, it's that mayonnaise is good for you. Come to Utah sometime, Depa. We mix mayo and ketchup, add some acid relish is common, a bit of spice, and call that fry sauce. Wonderful stuff. That does sound good. I've done that. I've mixed the ketchup. I think that's how I started. When I don't always do mayonnaise with fries. And I think when I first in order for me to try mayonnaise, I mixed ketchup and mayonnaise together, kind of like as if that would ease myself into it. Of course, that's just a mix of ketchup and mayo made this pink sauce. But putting relish and all that, that's pretty cool. Ketchup and mayo is super basic variety, basic and easily improved. So much reason to stay simple, right? But that's kind of that's a cool idea. Putting a little relish in there, fry sauce. I never heard of that. Oh, I guess I should have leveled up. Oh well, we'll do that later. Do that. What am I don't have? What am I map? Oh, now I feel more complete. Speed up our mind. Can we skip this and just go to talk about pet the dog? I'm not gonna pet the dog. Hello. Like an area attack. What's the area attack for Peace Bringers? What's that called? Oh shoot! Not paying attention here. Not paying attention. That's what I'm doing. Shoot! I don't have 3 or something. And we got a blue, red, or thank you. It's very much a Utahism. Any other state, and they just give you a blank stare and they ask for fry sauce. Well, that's. I have traveled this country. Again, the only state that I have never stepped foot in is Oregon. Right, it's the only state I haven't been in the lower 48. Right, been to Canada, been to Mexico, been to Germany, been to England, been to France, been to very briefly in the Netherlands. That didn't really run around the Netherlands. I've been to Russia. I've been to Finland. I've been Caribbean. Been many islands in the Caribbean. One thing that I've in many places that in this country that be off the beaten track, right? Not just always sticking to the cities and not just sitting in the highways, right? On the interstates, right? But traveling the back roads and all that of this country. And there's one thing that I have learned. There's always a reason a place exists, right? There's something magical. A place may not be for you. A small town, a big city, this city versus that city, or this small town versus this small town. But there is a reason a place exists. And there's usually there is some magical element, some unique element. There's always something that just makes a place to be. And having things like that, a Utahism, having the fry sauce, those are wonderful things to discover. When you discover those things, you're like, that's awesome. That's awesome. Thank you for letting me know about fry sauce, because I will try that out, because that's awesome. That's the great thing to travel around and just see these little things that are just freaking awesome. Oh, he just blew a gasket. Peasant, I defeated them. What's your most hated enemy? I really don't like Malta. I really hate Malta. You get a ghost spawn, and all of your darkest night toggles anchored you will utterly floor you to hit, making you entirely useless. I must. Oh, would be say sappers. I could get. Let's say most high level. Yeah. High level City of Thorns. I mean, every enemy. I mean, I don't think, especially when you get into the upper levels, I don't think there's any easy enemies, right? There are just some that are more painful than others, and Malta is like, for me, right up there. Carnival Shadows are pain. Arachnos is just pain, right? Arachnos is just an all-around general. God, with Muse Strikers and toxic the toxic tarantulas and all that. I mean, they're not a pushover enemy, right? But I don't know. For whatever reason, Malta they always just hit me on the side of the head. Carnies can be rough, yeah. All that Cyan illusion, yeah. The master illusionists, just throwing out all those decoys. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of the cool thing about City of Heroes. There's not really an easy enemy. I mean, the most easy enemy you can say is, I don't know, the Hellions, or maybe the Skulls, but even the Skulls, with their negative energy damage and all that, I mean, they're not pushovers. They're very appropriate for your level. I mean, if I had to say who was the easiest enemy, for me, I always seemed like the Skulls never seemed to be much of a problem for me. Carnies are either pushovers or nightmares. My old dual blaster electric armor brute, she ate all the breakfast. Sure. I can see that. BG's the easiest enemy. Just throw some mayo at him. Is that all you gotta do? Oh, you know what? I just found that last enemy. Nope. No, there's a few more. There's a few more floating around. Hostage? What hostage? Oh, that's right, I'm a hero. God damn it. I keep forgetting I'm playing a hero. Mayo Blaster terrifying. True, I remember wowing a team by being the last man standing victorious. It was a ninja, so it was a super reflex stalker. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's, that's part of the fun of City of Heroes, is making that build that's really good about certain things, and then you turn around and face plant against some other enemy, right? There's always there's a relatively decent checks and balances in this game. If you super gear yourself up to deal with Malta, you hit the floor with someone else, right? Unless you're like a willpower tank, right? If you're a willpower tank, nothing will put you down. A level 50 willpower tank, even if you just like single origin, that tank is probably as close as you get to just completely unflappable. Quantum Gunner. I say this as I'm getting my butt kicked by this. I would love... I say this as I got my ass kicked by the Quantum Gunner. I would love to have Quantum Gunners be back to their disgustingly annoying but Destructo mode. Bring never let zombies get in. So bring back classic Quantum Gunners, right? Let's have that special energy damage again. Yeah, I like having that macro to spot them in the crowd and yell out to teammates to kill it with fire. Kill it with fire! It's Peacebringers in a Quantum Gunner. That is like the definition of I need meat shields. Where are my meat shields? Definitely an option. I because I like to inflict pain. I would so change the Here's what you can do: change Quantum Gunners to have the special energy. I think it's special energy 2, which is the prismatic damage spray done by the giant monster, the Titan crystals, right? And do the prismatic damage. So not only is it just the Peacebringer, no, you gotta Quantum Gunners just have to really only hurt the Peacebringers and War Shades. But you guys should definitely take that back to old school, because it was more interesting, you know. It was just more interesting. All right, sadly. I do need to cut this short. So I gotta fix a few things. Oh, look what I got. I got my mug from my web store. Right? Look at that. It looks pretty nice, isn't it? I like how it fades, you know, from my logo, because you can see my logo has a little bit of a gradient to the points there. It's a black, and on the mug, it fades pretty nicely into that. So. Yeah, I have merch. I've always had merch. If you're on Twitch, go to the About, you know, there's the tabs there, you know, for About. Here, let me show you. I feel like this, hold on. Where is... Let's just go to twitch.tv.
Hi, welcome to Sonic. May I take the ride?
See, an ad. How this is so freaking annoying. So if you scroll down, see, and here you can hit the banner or the link for my Patreon now, right? But look, merch. I've always had this. You can hit the banner or the link for my Patreon now. It's too much work to scroll. But look, merch. Advertising the Shane's absolutely. God damn it, because I have some cool things. But look, merch. Advertising on the Shane's absolutely. God damn it! And we have the villain reborn and the heroes reborn, and any profit and any this is I call it charity because anyone who purchases that money goes to Saint Jude's. Okay. I wish there was more of I had more of a description thing in this thing. So any proceeds, okay, any profits, all of it for the villains reborn and the heroes reborn, that all goes to St. Jude's. All right, so just so you guys know, the charity, I take none of that money, and any money that I put into goes straight to St. Jude's. I mean, I collect it, and like in a month, I donate anything on it, but you know, I mean, I collect it. Echo. But yeah, you can see I got the sticker. Echo. You requested the sticker. I placed an order for myself. The straight out of straight out of the ziggurat. I placed an order for myself. The straight out of straight out of the ziggurat. But $13 for this mug. It's a big mug. It's a $13 for this mug. It's a big mug. It's a 15 ounce mug. So it's a good size. Great for ice cream. 15 ounce mugs. But it turned out nicely. Look at that. It's really nice. And fast. I got this fast. I got this in less than maybe about a week. It's really nice. And fast. I got this fast. But there's the straight out of Granville. Where's the straight out of the ziggurat? Oh, here it is. The ziggurat. Straight out of the ziggurat. That's on that's coming. The mail has been a little slow. So I got the and I updated this one, the Daft Punk plotting. So I put I updated this one, I put my logo on there above the hand because I originally had like the wording that said plotting, but now I put my logo there. So need to make him sing good with the bike repair. Yeah, I will. 2 days in the same. I know. Good with the bike repair. Yeah. When you watch the stream again, you'll hear yourself twice. Oh shoot! I thought I muted myself. When you watch the stream again, you'll hear yourself twice. Oh shoot! I thought I. There we go. Sorry. Because there was an ad, and I got annoyed with the ad, and I scrolled away from the ad. Because I don't have my headsets on, so I didn't realize I was hearing myself. Oopsie. So there we go. I got stuff, right? I got stuff. I've had stuff. It's been sitting here for a long time. All you had to do was scroll down and hit merch. See, I have a lot of things here. I put a lot of things. You know, link to my YouTube, link to my Discord, link to my merch. Leave me a tip. Go to my Twitter, which I never use, so don't bother going to my Twitter. So there I am. Hey, me. I'm going to wave to you now. Hey, me. How long of a delay is this? Hold on. All right, hold on. I'm going to do a quick test. Let's see how much of a delay of me. Okay, so I'm going to say, I'm going to hold up the number 1, and I'm going to count from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4 seconds. 4 to 5 seconds. That's how much of a delay from when I say something to when 4 to 5 seconds. Hey.
I'm turning my subway, so I'm going to take him to get a
Oh,
sandwich.
okay.
Can you text me if you want something?
Okay, I'm actually wrapping up.
Okay, I mean,
Yeah. Give me 2 seconds.
Okay.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds. All right. Okay. I thought you had a T-shirt with her face. Oh, I did. You know, I did have a T-shirt with her face, but I had it for a limited time, and I took it off. But you know what? My daughter has come around to saying, you know, she thought it was kind of cool. I didn't buy one because I didn't want to embarrass her, but I'll put that back up. I'll put that up as a regular item. The Abby Lull. Yeah. Well, I'll put the Abby Lull back up. Looks like they just turned on to it. Oh, really? Did they just turn it on? Cool. Yeah, thank you, Cynical. Thanks for playing. And everyone, thank you for hanging out with me. I know it was a short time. I promise to be doing a little bit longer streams coming up real soon, and all that because I've got a few things. We're getting back to what I was doing before. I kind of fell off of it, the storyline, because remember where we are in our little story, and I'm going to be committing to this, right? Because this is where we're at, right? I'm still sitting in the basement. I don't have the green screen on, so you can see my shoulders here. All right, I'm still in the bathroom, right? Let me fix this. Oops. All right, so we're still in the bathroom, right? Avoiding my boss. And starting on Monday, we're going to continue on this story from there, because it's been sitting. This story has been sitting here for. I've actually had this story outlined for more than 6 months, probably like for 8 months more, and I haven't been doing anything with it. And we're going to continue on with the story. All right, so we're currently in the bathroom. We're currently hiding away from my boss, right? And we're going to be getting back to that. Actually, you know what? We can do something right now. We can do something right now. Oops. Shit, that's not what I wanted. We're going to do something really quick here. Hopefully. One second. Oh, maybe I can't. Maybe I can't. I lost it. Okay, I guess I can't. I was going to do something real quick, but it doesn't look like I have the ability to do that. All right, well. No, can't do it. All right. Guys, thank you very much. Have a great rest of your weekend. I will see you on Monday. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll be seeing you soon. All right? Have a great day.